Hello, hello. Perfidious Pete here. More crusted with salt than the bill of a meth head's mesh back trucker hat on a hot day in Jacksonville, Florida, in XCOM: The Long War. In fact, I am the salt. Just like John Lennon was the walrus, cuckoo choo, I am the salt, choo 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 choo. All of it, just all the sodium and chlorine in the universe has bonded in me and transformed me into the platonic ideal of salt. I am pure, undiluted, crystalline perfection. And it's all thanks to Winston Churchill, who will fight on the beaches, on the seas and the oceans, and even in the fields and streets. But apparently the one place he won't fight is from goddamned cover. It was really disappointing what happened last episode, and thanks to old Winston's dedication to go on to the end, Napoleon Bonaparte and Bloody Mary Stuart will be going on to the hospital for the next month or two. And I could sit here and go on at length about Winston's many, many failures as a soldier, a father, and a man. But you know what? I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm going to try not to dwell on the past, mostly because I'm angry enough already. So instead, you know what? I'm just going to say that last episode definitely was not our finest hour. And just head up to mission control here, get the scanning, and see if maybe the team can get another mission that won't include Winston's dumbass. Oh yeah, we have a Terra mission that's about to land. I'm sorry, Terra mission, I forgot you were there. You may go now. So, this thing's supposed to be landing in Brazil, but it looks like it's flying away. What the hell's going on with this? I remember it was in the air, but I don't remember what we did with it, if anything. It's just gonna disappear and become an abduction mission, because that's perfectly sensible. Alright, well, we've got a Nape of the Earth abduction mission. That's fine. Well, I guess we'll pull the old rug out from underneath Stallion Ivanov's feet, because I just like fucking with this guy. I think now I'm to the point where Stallion Ivanov, I'm never actually gonna let him get a kill. He's never actually gonna scratch an alien UFO. His entire existence in the XCOM project is just gonna be flying up, looking at an alien craft and saying, "No joy here," and then fucking coming back home disappointed. I'm getting him egged up, getting him ready, getting him all, this is my time, now's my chance. This is it, they finally put me in, coach. Now's my chance to, aww. Yep, it's just gonna be that over and over. Not a single kill for Ivanov, never. Nope, not one.
Commander, we're receiving several urgent requests
whatever,
for
Bradford, just shut up,
there are
it's fine.
abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.
Each marked site, and that there was specifically one marked site. Urban close quarters, expect contact shortly after touchdown. What the hell map is this? Alright, well that's a description I don't normally see and can't recall having seen previously. So I guess we'll just take one sniper if it's going to be urban close quarters, and I think that sniper should definitively just be John Wayne. The Duke here is going to be good enough. Let's go Gauss long rifle, and nothing fancy here. We're just going to go with our standard, it's just standard sniping build. A little bit of scope. A little bit of alloy bipod, of course, for the Duke and his Seraphim Armor high-capacity mags. He's all taken care of. Gonna need a gunner on this mission, and as much as I wish we had the might of Bloody Mary Stuart behind us, a certain Mr. Churchill has fucking taken care of that shit, haven't you, Winston? So I guess we'll just take Shock Attack Zulu instead. The Shock Attack man is ready. Aegis armor for the Shockster. Little Gauss machine gun, although I am looking forward to soon having a Plasma Dragoon. That thing's got to be almost done. We really would love to get it in action. Shock would love to get his hands on that sexy beast. I'd love to get my hands on Shaka's sexy beast, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know, I want to touch his penis is what I'm sort of implying. Anyway, penis touching is all well and good, but we still need somebody to be the officer on this mission, and I don't really like our options. It is an abduction mission, and abductions tend to be fairly easy. So there's a case to be made for either taking Thomas Averis Edison or, you know, I'm sorry, I can't trust J. Robert Oppenheimer in any kind of even potentially hazardous situation. The guy, I mean, he's proven that he can't be trusted over and over and over again. He's proven that we shouldn't rely on him to do things. So, you know what? I'm not going to. I'm just going to go with the battle scanner, a chameleon suit, and I think a motion tracker here for Thomas Averis Edison. Should be good enough. We do need to get 3 shadow devices in this squad, though, and that's going to be a little bit difficult. We can give one to our engineer, and I think our engineer is probably going to be Tomoe Gozen. Yeah, or no, I can't have it be Tisiphone. She's just not good enough. You know what? Let's do Elizabeth Tudor. Old Gloriana. She's not great, but you know what? I think she probably is, in this case, going to be good enough. So, plasma carbine, couple alien grenades, and most importantly, the shadow device really is paramount. It's the most important piece of gear we can get to any of our troopers at this point in the game. We're basically relying on these things to carry us. Ernest Shackleton could do it if we needed him to. Bam Margera is back. We could take Tisiphone and Bam, but they both need to go into the tube, and we've already sort of committed. So our choices here are Sir Ernest Shackleton or Jesus. Well, I would prefer not Jesus, since I'd like to get Jesus into the... You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to take Jesus. Jesus is not going to get into the tube. He'll be back from being tired before a tube slot opens. So, you know what? To hell with it. Just let's get you in there, get you stuck in, Jesus. Little motion tracker, a couple med kits, shadow device. Jesus is good to go. So we got 3 slots left. We're going to need probably 2 assaults and a commander's choice unit. And I don't want to take Steve Loco Irwin or Eleanor the Wolverine or Roosevelt, but it has been a good goddamn long time since we've got to roll out with Teddy in the bench. And you know what? I'm thinking this Friday on NBC, Teddy and the bench are back. They got sidelined for a while when Teddy got shot, but now he and the bench are back and they're hell-bent on revenge. This Friday, Teddy and the bench get benched on NBC. I would like to take an arc thrower here for Teddy and the bench. We could find one, maybe. There we go. Swarming abduction mission. Wouldn't be out of the question that we might find some kind of alien that's worth capturing. So Teddy is on board. Where is the bench? There he is. They're good. The bench marshal is ready to bench a few bitches. Benching bitches this Friday. Teddy and the bench get benched. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you benched. You're gonna be benched. Mostly because they're corrupt cops, and Teddy and the bench will fucking shoot you in the kneecap. So when they say get benched, they mean deliberately, because you're never gonna walk again. It's just how they roll. We've got a commander's choice slot. Whoever our commander's choice is, they do need to be active psychically, because I'm gonna need them carrying a ghost grenade. So it's... We got, like, no options? Literally none, huh? Well, in that case, I guess we could always go with an infantry trooper. We're gonna have to do... I think I can get by with 2 shadow grenades? That's the question. Is 2 enough? Steve lawsuit jobs. Alternatively, we could take, like, the Madman, or... I don't think we need him. Where's Jules Verne? This is a mission we... You know what? It's fine. Julie, this is your bit. We're giving you the call here, Jules. I'm trusting you, specifically you, Jules Verne, to not fuck this up. Also, you're going to be wearing carapace armor, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there. Be real careful to not fuck this up, Jules Verne, because fucking it up could have catastrophic consequences for you, specifically our lowest armored trooper. I'm just going to put it out there. You got less armor than everybody else. So if you try and F us into B-hole, well, I mean, you're going to get, your B-hole's getting effed harder than literally anyone else's. So, I mean, just think about it. You gotta protect your B-hole, man. Why is, I guess all of our armor is probably damaged because everyone got shot in the face last episode. I was gonna say, why don't we have armor? But, you know, I actually know the answer. I know the answer to that one. It's Winston Churchill's fault. Yeah, Winston did it. He did it. I fought on the beaches, I fought on the oceans, I even fought in France, and the one thing that I learned is cover is important. You should probably fucking stay behind it. Gotten shot in my face 47 times, which is why I look like this. It's also why I keep a quart of brandy handy at all times, so I can dull the pain of my many critical wounds.
Have requested our help.
Holy shit, is this the bank map?
The alien abductions are becoming more brazen every day.
We haven't fought in the bank map.
Attacks in broad daylight. We're the only ones who can respond to this threat, so we should get down there.
Operation Twisted Tears. Oh, that's fantastic, Bradford. I mean, if you're gonna throw tears in there, couldn't it at least be Operation Tears for Fears, and then we could have a sweet theme song on the way in? Little Everybody Wants to Rule the World, perhaps? Also, seriously, we have not fought on this map, I don't think, this campaign. We did last campaign, I know, because we had a berserker charge us through the wall. And that's the only thing I remember is getting abused by a berserker that charged through the wall, and that was on this map. But I don't think in this campaign that we have done battle on this map, not a single time. Wait, is this the bank or is this the fast food restaurant? Either way, this is not the bank, this is the fast food restaurant. I still don't think we've done this before. Alright, well, first things first, let's get the Duke Skyborn. Now, you know, let's the motion tracker first. We gotta get the Duke Skyborn. That's a definitive yes. Okay, so there are 8 trillion guys right over there. So we should be a little careful when Skyborning the Duke, because if we go in the wrong direction, non-zero chance the Duke actually activates that pod. So we need to be a little careful. John, if you would, sir, just maximum elevation, and let's get you over here, I think, should be fine. There we go. And our only other goal then this turn is simply to not activate any of these pods. So, Julie, over here, you're going to study that weapon. I want my other position shooter behind that location. Wow, we're getting some neat fucking sparkly rave action with the camera, like right here. So, yeah, it's real sparkly and fantastic. I feel like I just dropped ecstasy and paid $35 to a ticket to an abandoned synagogue. Ah, it's really good. Bringing back flashbacks of my younger days. Alright, so Teddy and the bench, we would like to get closer. Teddy and the bench don't really need cover. We could probably be here and be safe.
Contact.
Sometimes I really don't like this game. Really, really, sometimes very much don't care for it. It made me a little salty. So yeah, it's not just Winston Churchill. I guess we can't pin it all on Winston. Alright, well, how do we dig ourselves out of this fucking hole we've dug ourselves into? Because we've done a fantastic job. That's right, Stanley. You've right up and sunk yourself straight in it this time, haven't you, old bean? Wow, this blows. Alright, so I think the only thing to do is we are definitely going to need one of our 2 shadow devices here because I just stuck my own foot up my own ass. Alright, well, Elizabeth Gloriana Tudor should be able to make all of this cover evaporate. We got that going for us. Solid damage output, and Jesus is going to be on Shadow Device Patrol. That's a definitive. So we got to bring old Jesus around, and we'll pause button on Jesus' turn, come back to him in a moment. Teddy, what can you do? 90%, 66%. All right, you know what? Let's have Edison go first here, because he's going to go in the zone. These guys are in the open, so this should be absolutely triggering our in the zone ability. 91%, I'll take it. That's another hit. Thomas Avarice Edison goes 2 for 2. Still in the zone is Edison. Probably not going to get the kill here, but he does still have a chance with a critical. Can't quite complete the trifecta. Still some fantastic shooting, and we're going to get 2 shots here from hit and run. First shot is a miss, so I mean it's good that we're going to get 2. Can the bench it up? He's sort of sucking it up, actually. 60%. Well, all right. So I guess double 60s. It's a good thing Teddy is there to back him up. Teddy and the bench. Get benched. Actually, nobody got fucking benched there. That was all Roosevelt. And, yeah. So, Jesus, just drop this on your own fucking head. Everybody's good. Man, I'm really liking the rave action. You know, I think that's why we took this move and got boned. I was just too excited after our little distortion field rave that we had impromptu sort of just tossed there. By the way, if you've never attended a rave at an abandoned synagogue, you have not lived, just like to say. What are you going to do? Well, John Wayne's probably going to get killed, because not even a distortion field and flying is going to be sufficient to make these guys miss. I'm not happy about this. You should not be able to see John Wayne. So did John Wayne actually get hurt, or is that a hero wound? That is, well, it is technically the very bare limit of a hero wound for the dude, because it's the most damage he can take, 1, probably without dying, because if he gets hit again, he's dead. And 2, since we do have a medic on the team, that light 1 box of health damage that he actually took is not going to count as actual damage. So now we're going to give the Duke a chance, get a little fucking payback. He's going to go 1, 2, tie your shoe. Mr. Floater is gone for good. Hey, Jules Verne, nice to see ya. Nice to see you contributing, pal. Real glad I brought you on the mission. Real glad. So we could have Elizabeth Tudor probably blow that guy up. I think this double 61 from Shaka Zulu is probably the better bet. Shaka is not going to have any other variety of shot. He also can't move and shoot, so no disadvantage in having him just go ahead and open up.
I'm on it, Commander.
Let's get the bench up here. See if we can maybe get this guy benched. Your Honor, I'd just like to say the witness has been benched. All right, Roosevelt. Get up there and cover your pal. Actually, just get up there and reload. How's that sound? Julie, I'd love to get you in a shooter's position. Let's just bring you over here and probably going to have you hunker down. Again, you are in the shittiest armor on the team, and that is something we do need to be cognizant of. Elizabeth Tudor might actually be able to get a shot here. She does have a flank shot at this lone floater. We'll take it. 79% and old Gloriana still cannot deliver.
They're falling back.
What? Why does that guy get a chance to fall back? I mean, he's literally done everything he's going to do this turn. Also, I think he's the last guy on the map. Or he's the last active unit on the map, and he's definitely trying to clever girl us, by the way. So if we get suckered into another pod here, I'm okay with that. We'll just run straight back with old Teddy Roosevelt. Or Thomas Everest Edison, whoever the shit this is, I don't even remember. 85% chance.
Shot wide.
You guys, you're fucking killing me here, guys. Well, that's not true. You're not killing me. You're killing yourselves. You're making me real unhappy, but it's gonna be you, ultimately, that pays the price for missing these hugely, ridiculously awesome shots that you should be hitting 10 out of 10 times. You're just gonna continue to fucking miss them all. 79%, 82%, just, when things go badly in XCOM, just a little harken back to last mission, they don't just go poorly, they fall catastrophically, completely, totally apart. If XCOM was a car, again, it would never get a flat tire. The car would simply explode into a ball of fire like a Ford Explorer after suffering a side impact. Every XCOM is the Ford Explorer of video games. That's how I'm going to describe it from now on. We're going to send the bully in here. We're going to go in through the kitchen. I'm assuming that floater is definitely trying to clever girl us. There are possibly aliens in the kitchen. If they're cooking something up, it's probably not going to be a whole hell of a lot of good for us. So how far can I move the Duke on a single move? That far. And no farther. So we're going to do that. Duke's just going to reload. Nothing fancy here. Just going to put some more ammo in that big old 308 of his. Jules Verne is actually going to steady his weapon. Tudor, we'll come back to you in a moment. Teddy.
Enemy in sight.
Fantastic work, everyone. I'm very proud of all of you. Here's an idea, guys. Let's wait for the worst fucking possible moment to spawn a pod, and then just everybody spawn a pod. What do you say? Can we wait for the absolute fucking worst moment for us to do that, and then just do it 10 out of 10 times? What do you say, fellas? What do you say? Huh? Let's just make it as awful as possible, as often as possible, which could be my fucking motto, now that I think about it. As awful as possible, as often as possible. Elizabeth Tudor gonna whiff. Didn't even get close.
Oh, damn it.
What's she supposed to say? Shot wide, or, you know, something else equally mundane. They're gonna shoot at John Wayne. Nope. Thomas Edison.
Incoming over here.
You're fine, Edison. Half cover is full cover for you, and it's not like any of these guys have grenades. Quit your whinging. Be fine. You're gonna get shot at a whole bunch. Alright, well, the acid attack is actually quite good. That does nothing at all to Thomas Edison, who is wearing Titan armor. There's nothing to fear from that. And a double move from the stupidest floater in the universe.
Watch the sides.
Yeah, we don't really need to. I think we're actually probably good. I'm as surprised to say that as you are. And in fact, Jules Verne may make decent use of a rocket here. This can't scatter. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. We're going to be able to hit 2 of these guys. Alright, so Julie delivering a double kill. Jules Verne has been the one Rocketeer who, in the XCOM project, has proven himself to be even slightly trustworthy. What do you got here, Shaka Zulu? 54 twice, 38 twice, and that's it, huh? Well, go ahead and see if you can eliminate the floater for us. It's good to know that somebody knows what their goddamn job is and is also willing to both know their job and do their job. Shaka Zulu makes me proud on a routine basis. You make your mother and I proud, Shaka. You make us proud. Really do. Also, this man is dead. Or at least very grievously injured. He's very grievously injured. He may be dead in just a moment. Now he's dead. So, there we go. Johnny Thin Man getting one right in the head. John Wayne with his sexy 308 getting some work done. And I think that just leaves this Thin Man. Like, you have a 19% chance to hit on a flush shot? That's god-awful. That's not just bad, it's surprisingly bad. So somewhere off camera, there was a Thin Man on Overwatch. There's a Thin Man on Overwatch behind that guy who's shooting with squad sight, I'd like to point out. Which, as far as I know, is not actually supposed to be possible. But, sure, why not, XCOM? Alright, well, we know there's two guys back there, and Teddy and the bench can definitively kill them. I mean, they can walk straight up and just shoot him right in the face. Edison, what about a flush shot here? 67. We'll take this. There's a reason I'm doing this. I was hoping to get one of those guys wounded badly enough with the flush shot that we might be able to go throw a capture at him. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, though. We actually, you know what? We can't even get in range, so it completely doesn't matter. Alright then, so here comes the old bench. Getting ready to go bench somebody. Get benched!
Alien object inside.
It's fine. It's just kill the Thin Man and we don't even have to worry about it. Why don't you go ahead and take this shot at the garbage can man? Trash can man has been eliminated just like he was in the stand. Sorry, trash can. I thought you were an underappreciated character, champ. I really did. Always liked trash can man. Thought he got kind of a bum rap. Anyway, Trash Can Man is dead for the second time. Randall Flagg is going to be nonplussed because this time he didn't bring back nuclear weapons. Let's have Teddy the Bully Roosevelt come up here and just obliterate this man. This may be possibly the end of the mission. Although it did say swarming, so I'd be, yeah, okay. I'm not surprised that there are still enemies left. If there are, they're likely going to be over by this dumpster. Because that dumpster, for some reason, tends to attract aliens like Arby's dumpster attracts roaches and rats. There they go. Okay, so there's our dumpster friends. This sectoid has stupidly jumped up on the roof and then cleverly ran right the hell off of the roof, realizing he had put himself in an absolutely terrible position. Those are the stupidest Thin Men in the history of Thin Men because they just took themselves cover behind a car that we might be able to blow up with a very long-range rocket from Julie here. Jules, can you shoot one that far? Maybe not, because you don't have javelins. No, you actually can't get one that far. You know what you could do, though? You could lob one into here, and if we scatter it long, it might blow up that car and kill that sectoid. You know what? Worth a shot. If nothing else, it may give us line of sight. Alternatively, it could do absolutely fuck all nothing except ruin somebody's kitchen. There's the Jules Verne we've come to know and love. That's what the output we always expect from our Rocketeers. Nicely done.
Roger, Dodger.
For a moment, I was beginning to think you weren't terrible, and then you came back in and just re-established my position. The Rocketeers are, by and large, fucking flaming garbage. John Wayne, I think we're just going to have you reload. I love that we don't have line of sight on anything, by the way. Go ahead and study that weapon for me. I don't really feel compelled to try and get line of sight on anything either. I think we just, yeah, let's pull the aliens back into us. And I'm just going to reel them back in a little. They're getting out of hand. I think it's time. It's time we reel them back in a little bit. Give them a little bit of, chickadee check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself, aliens. You may have bitten off more you can chew. You're just like 4 Thin Men in a sectoid. You're coming up against some of the XCOM elite. We got Teddy and the bench out here, man. Teddy and the bench. Really think you can hold your own against the likes of Teddy and the bench? I think not.
What was that?
I don't know, but somehow those guys are back over in a place they literally cannot possibly occupy, so... Let's send Thurgood Marshall forward just in a little spotting mission. Excuse me? Every alien has just fucking mystically vanished. Oh, there's a sectoid right over there, somehow. Alright, well, I guess we'll put shock... Oh, and you're flanked. Fine, fucking fantastic. This sectoid, 1, can see us, which makes absolutely no sense, and 2, somehow has us flanked. Could someone please explain to me how that shit works? Because I am genuinely confused as to how that shit works. Alright, just evaporate this. It's a thin man. Alright, well, evaporate him with a grenade if you would. Or, at a minimum, blow the fucking wall down so that somebody else might be able to shoot the prick. Nope. Well, I mean, he's flanked, sort of. Can somebody see him now? Anyone? Shaka Zulu, maybe. Oh, there's like 35 dudes back there. Never mind, they're all abusing the same chunk of line-of-sight abusable terrain. Fantastic. We can make the guy who had us flanked dead, I think, and then... I mean, Teddy Roosevelt could run in with a running gun and probably get a shot at that guy. Not really sure that benefits us greatly. Do we want to run in and get a shot? That doesn't seem that useful.
Roger, Dodger.
Let's get Avarice up there. John Wayne can't really do anything. He's just going to steady his weapon, if only to get him out of the sort of activity rotation so I can stop talking about the Duke for a minute. Jules Verne, might as well go to there, I guess. You can at least get closer to the action. So if Jesus has a shot from here, it's worthwhile moving him up. Okay, Jesus does have a shot. 90%. This should generate a kill for us. Save me, Jesus, I said unto the Lord, Sir, I am troubled and I lie in a sea of woe, and none can help me. And Jesus reached down, laid his hands upon me, and said, Son, thou art saved. Thou hast been delivered by my divine hand unto the Holy Land. And somebody's getting fucking ruined. Nope, that guy's gonna double move in the stupidest motion ever possible.
They're on the move.
Oh, okay, the sectoid's gonna kill. Yep. Nice work with the window, by the way, Sectoid. That was remarkable. Shooting at Jesus was not a good idea. You should not trifle with the Son of God. I mean, yeah, you really probably shouldn't do that. Hey, Jesus, how about a motion tracker here? I just want to make sure that these two aliens really are the only two aliens left. And you know what, Jesus?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I think you deserved a little payback. You never properly avenged yourself for what the Romans did to you. How this is not a flank shot, I'm genuinely curious. But, this one's for Pontius Pilate, sectoid. How do you like that, champ? So, that's a dead Thin Man. We had a weird angle working there. We could just blow that guy's shit up. If we kill him, I was gonna say we could also go get that meld canister, but you know how the easiest way to get that meld canister would be? Just kill the prick. So let's walk over here. We're going to take a flank shot, and if this doesn't kill him, I will try and throw a capture. An alien carbine would be somewhat useful. That guy? Alright. We don't want to shoot him with an actual weapon anymore because he's too badly injured. So let's come over here. We'll get out our pistol, and we'll have Teddy take a little quick poke at him with the old sidearm. He's shredded, so we should get some decent damage here. That puts him in capture territory. We're not going to be able to do any better. Oh, wait, do we have a mind frame? Maybe we could mind frame down one. Elizabeth Tudor can see him from here. She has a 31% chance to mind frame. Alternatively, she could just mayhem. Do you have mayhem? She does not. I was going to say she could mayhem suppress him, but that's actually not true. So let's go for the mind fray. One more damage makes him max capturable. I can't believe that worked. It also did 2 damage. Old Gloriana, the Fairy Queen herself. We asked and the Fairy Queen delivered. So give me the stun. Teddy, bench, somebody. Nope. Alright, well that's... yeah, no. Okay. Disappointing, but I'm pretty sure your backup here, the bench, can get him. There we go. Thin Man Sniper is down. Mission is over. Operation Twisted Tears. Who wants to rule the world? Project Lazarus is going to rule the goddamn world. Because at the end of this shit, once the aliens are gone, there just won't be anyone available to stop us. No one's going to be capable. And then we can sing sort of a new wave punk kind of fusion action, soft rock fusion ballad that can later go on to be the theme song for Dennis Miller's talk show. It'd be fantastic.
Scratch on them. Hopefully every operation goes this well.
Yeah, not a scratch on him, except for all of the scratches, including the one that John Wayne got, which was more than a scratch because he did get shot right in the face. We did pick up an alien carbine, sectoid corpses, floaters, blah, 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 another captive Thin Man, which we don't give a shit about, 9 Illyrium. Operation Twisted Tears, a success. Cash and panic in Brazil is decreased. Commander. We may have driven Brazil down to the point where a terror mission won't cause it to immediately withdraw from the project? Yeah, possibly. All right. Well, that was a pretty solid little mission. I'm fairly pleased with the way that one turned out. I'm still going to blame Winston Churchill for the damage, even though Winston Churchill wasn't on the mission. I feel it's somehow still his fault. If you enjoyed the episode, despite Winston's negative contribution, you might consider dropping a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see us fight on the beaches, on the seas, on the land, and in the air, although not really so much in the air, as the air game is really kind of an add-on, you might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes of XCOM The Long War every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and Winston and I will see you again soon.